So I'm inside the Chinese garden now, just about to start a tour. Now I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm just going to let the place speak for itself. And let's check out what beautiful scenes it can give us. And I'll stop at different points and put the tripod down and just take in the scenery. So until next time, like and subscribe now before we start the Chinese garden tour. As we sit by this waterfall, thought I'd just quickly mention, so this is the Chinese Friendship Gardens in Sydney, and it did cost money to get in. It cost $8 for an adult, and I thought I'd just add that in and do a little bit of commentary If you haven't noticed, the water is teeming with koi and other fish like that. Going to this little bamboo forest here. Pretty cool. Can't remember the last time I've been here. This is a long time ago. I think it may have been when it was first built or first completed, which, wow, it'd probably take it down to the early 2000s, I reckon. See if we can get over there, and when I get over there I'll shut up while we listen to the sound of the waterfall. Get up this little pathway now. I don't know what the Chinese call these. We call them gazebos, and in Australia we call them pergolas, but I know in North America they call them pergolas. And us Aussies always get quite amused when we hear the Americans call them pergolas. Nice breeze up here too. I know you get sick of me saying it, but bloody hot again in Sydney today. I wonder where this little path goes. Oh, just the other side of the waterfall. Won't bother going down there. Oh, there you go. It's called the Rising Jade Pavilion. That little, it's the little pavilion that we were just sitting in. As we walk along here, there's lovely little trees and shrubs that they've got manicured in this garden. Black pine. This is an impressive looking pavilion. Clearview Pavilion. Wow, that's a decent sized lantern at the top there. Wouldn't fancy that falling on me. And have a look at these carvings on the walls. Bit of work's gone into those. Some bamboo there. This is obviously the highest point, that's why it's called the Clearview Pavilion. The size of those lily pads down there. I think I might come back here in winter when it's a bit cooler. Be a nice place to hang out for a while. Have a bit of lunch, read a book, just relax. Another little waterfall down there. That's where it's bubbling up from there. Surely this one's not called a pavilion. Hopefully it's a gate or something like that. Oh, there we go. The mountain gate. This little quiet little nook down here. It's like a guy having a read of a book, so I mightn't disturb him for too long. I can see a big lizard on the rock down there, so I want to film that. You see that lizard sitting on the rock there? Assume one of those bearded dragons, water dragons, whatever they call them. I hope they've got that glued on, bolted on. Another little bridge. Now this one's the Hall of Longevity hall. I actually came to a wedding here for a good friend of mine. Shout out to Bobtail, or better known as Z Lee. He had his wedding here, and I remember this carving in the background of all these wedding shots. I don't know much about Chinese mythology, but I assume that's two dragons fighting over something. Maybe fighting over the world. Maybe one's a bad dragon, one's a good dragon, or one's black, one's light. I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments. And if I remember rightly, I think I was sitting right here. They had some fold-up chairs positioned around the pavilion. And there was a whole bunch of people sitting up here as well. People coming along throwing coins into the I don't know, you wouldn't really call that a fountain. It's more of a, mate, how high is that water mark? Be lucky if it's the width of a coin itself. If I had been here earlier, I could have seen the koi getting fed. 11:30 feeding time. I think I'm just about had enough, but I might get back to that main fountain again and just do a long film there to give her a bit of time for reflection. Let's capture it from this angle through the trees. One last look at the koi and then we'll call it a day. There's cheeky duck down here. See you later, duck. We're calling it a day.